Welcome back to Whispers Between Worlds. When we left Malik, he had stepped into a hidden hollow beneath the city, a place ruled by an old and powerful circle. He came seeking shelter from the hunters above, but the dead below have their own rules, their own debts, and their own secrets. The newcomer at his side is still trembling on the edge of awareness, and Malik must protect them in a place where every shadow watches and every silence waits to judge. The circle decides whether Malik is an ally or a threat in the tunnel sentinel who granted him passage. Maybe the only thing standing between survival and dismemberment, body or mind. You ready to go deeper into the rot? Deeper into the rival faction, and deeper into a world where the thinking dead build kingdoms in the dark mixture. You like and subscribe, the next chapter begins now. The chamber settles into a silence so heavy it feels like cloth draped over my shoulders. The circle surrounds us in a loose ring, each figure carved out of shadow and rock, each one watching with the stillness of statues that remember how to breathe. The newcomer stays close, their fingers brushing against my sleeve like a child afraid to lose their last familiar thing in a strange world. The sentinel stands at the front of the ring, their pale eyes reflecting the faint glow of the emergency lights above. They tilt their head, the same slow, thoughtful motion I've seen from the ancient dead who survived too long to still be curious. Their groan rises, deep and drawn out, thick with intention. A question, a test, a demand. The circle wants to know our purpose. I step forward slowly. The chamber tightens around me as the bodies shift, not aggressively, just instinctively. I've walked through enough hollows to know the pattern they're smelling for weakness, for rot, for hidden hunger. A hunter entering territory is always a threat, even when carrying warning instead of challenge. I tap the blade at my hip, I tap my chest, I tap the tunnel behind us. Hunters above, feral dangers behind, and we, seeking passage, nothing more. The sentinel watches without blinking. Too long passes before they answer. When they finally groan again, the sound vibrates through the steel pipes above us like a struck bell. A debt must be paid. I expected that. Every circle asks for something. Some demand service, others demand bodies for the front line. Some demand memory, a dangerous currency for the undead, traded to Isley and lost forever. The newcomer stiffens beside me, sensing the shift in atmosphere. They're still new, still fragile, still holding on to pieces of themselves that the rot hasn't stolen yet. Debt is a dangerous word to them. It's a word that means sacrifice, even if they can't speak it. Before I can respond, one of the smaller half-aware steps forward, thin, wiry, with long fingers curled like hooks. They point at the newcomer. Their milky eyes narrow. A suggestion, an offer, a trade. I step between them immediately. The chamber stirs at the motion, not hostility, surprise. The sentinel raises one hand. The smaller dead retracts their claws, retreating into shadow. The message is clear. This circle has interest in the newcomer. Fresh death brings fresh memory. Fresh memory brings adaptability. And adaptability is what keeps a circle alive in a world where hunters burn everything they fear. I press my palm to my chest, then flatten my hand. Not available. Not offered. Not negotiable. The sentinel considers this. Their jaw shifts once the undead equivalent of a raised brow. They step closer, slow and sure, their presence filling the space like a cold tide. They lean in toward me, inhaling my scent. Age, decay, experience. Their eyes soften almost imperceptibly, but enough for me to feel the shift. They want something different. A hunt, a service, a problem solved. The sentinel steps back, then motions toward a dark tunnel branching off the chamber. A groan ripples through the group, uneasy, warning, laced with old fear. The newcomer shivers. That hallway reeks of rot so old it has a shape. Something feral, something big, something the circle fears enough not to face alone. That is the debt they want me to pay. I nod slowly. The sentinel inclines their head in return. Agreement, acceptance, the circle parts, opening a path toward the darkness that swallows the far corridor. The newcomer grabs my arm, terrified. I don't blame them. The debt of the dead is never paid cheaply. I step forward into the tunnel. The dark closes behind us like a mouth. The tunnel ahead feels wrong the moment we step inside. Not just dark, dark is familiar, almost comforting but deep, heavy, like the air is thick with memories that never found bodies to cling to. Every breath feels borrowed, every step feels watched. The newcomer clings to my sleeve, trembling like a leaf caught in a storm. Their fear travels through the air in brittle waves. Fresh dead always smell like this cold panic and the faint sweetness of fading humanity. I raise a hand, signaling them to stay close, but quiet. They nod, though their whole body shivers with the effort. The deeper we walk, the more the tunnel changes. The concrete gives way to old brick, cracked and damp. Thin roots creep through the mortar like veins. Water drips in slow intervals, each drop echoing too loudly in the enclosed space. It's not ordinary water, it carries the metallic temps of decay. Then we smell it. Rot, not the usual kind. This rot is old, dense, layered, a rot that has had time to settle into the walls and grow teeth. The newcomer covers their mouth instinctively, even though we no longer breathe the way the living do. Memories of breathing linger for months after death, sometimes longer. A low sound rumbles from the darkness ahead. Not a growl, not a groan. Something between a sigh and a snarl, a sound a dying machine might make if it learned how to hunger. The newcomer freezes. I step slightly in front of them. Half aware like us, make noise with meaning. Ferals make noise from instinct. But this sound carries neither. There's no direction, no pattern, no rise or fall. It's not communicating. It's not hunting, it's waiting. We continue forward, slow and careful, never breaking rule 2. The walls widen into an underground chamber. My eyes adjust to the faint glow leaking in from a cracked ceiling grate. Dust drifts through the shaft like dying sparks. That's when I see them. Scratches on the floor. Deep grooves, carved into concrete by something dragging itself around the room. Something heavy, something with strength even rot couldn't dull. The newcomer whimpers. I touch their arm steady. They swallow the sound. A shape moves in the far corner. Huge, hunched, twisted in ways the dead aren't supposed to twist. It lifts its head. For a moment, I think it's several bodies fused together. Then I realize it's one, a massive, overgrown corpse, swollen by a kind of rot I've never seen. The skin has hardened into patches of bone-like armor. Its limbs bend wrong. Its spine juts out in jagged peaks. A Warden Rot. Rare, deadly, older than any circle I've known. These creatures form when the half-aware refuses to break, refuses to run, refuses to surrender. Their will hardens, their body mutates, their mind slides away. The Warden Rot's eyes snap open. 2 pale orbs, glowing faintly through layers of hardened tissue. It shifts its weight. The floor cracks under it. The newcomer backs away, feet scraping across grit. The sound is loud, too loud. The Warden Rot turns sharply toward them. I step forward, making myself visible, drawing its attention. I raise my arms, slow and deliberate, not threat, not fear. But the creature doesn't follow the rules. It has none left. It charges. The chamber shakes as it slams toward us, dragging a massive limb across the ground like a battering ram. I grab the newcomer and push them behind a thick pipe jutting from the wall. The Warden Rot crashes into the pillar beside us, sending dust and brick raining down. The newcomer screams, a hollow, terrified sound that echoes like a broken bell. I lean close to them and whisper inside my skull, "Stay behind me, don't run."
It'll break.
The Warden Rot rises again, slower this time, judging me, smelling me, deciding what kind of dead I am. The fight hasn't begun yet, but it will, and the circle expects us to survive it. The Warden Rot steadies itself, massive limbs grinding against brick and concrete. Dust drifts off its back in pale clouds. The creature turns its head toward me again. And for a heartbeat, everything in the chamber goes quiet, every drip of water, every breath from the newcomer, even the tremble of the pipes above us. It knows I'm aware. It knows I'm not praying, but it doesn't care. Warden Rots don't follow instinct. They follow purpose. Whatever this creature was, before its mind-cracked hunter, guardian, killer, that purpose became its shape, and now I'm standing in the wake of what it used to guard. The newcomer whimpers behind me. I keep my arm out, blocking them from darting away. Fresh dead are too driven by fear. Their bodies still remember what survival used to feel like. Running would break rule 2 instantly. And if they run, the rot will eat their joints before the Warden Rot does. The creature hunches low, posture is shifting. A test. I feel it before I fully understand it. The circle didn't send us here just to kill the thing. They sent us here to be measured by it. I lower my stance as it approaches. My bones creak, tendons stretch like old rope. The air thickens. The Warden Rot opens its maws slightly, not to bite, but to breathe. Its breath is heavy, rancid, layered with years of trapped decay. It lunges, not fast, but powerful. A deliberate strike, a single blow designed to crush anything in its path. I sidestep just enough to survive it, dragging the newcomer with me. The creature slams into the wall, brick shards exploding outward. The blow sends vibrations through the whole chamber. As it turns again, I see something carved into its shoulder, faint etchings, like words worn away over time. Not letters, marks, rule marks. This thing once followed the 6 rules. That realization hits me like a cold knife. The Warden Rot roars, a sound made of rage and memory, and swings a massive arm toward us again. I duck, pulling the newcomer with me into a roll. Our bodies skid across broken stone. Their eyes are wide, terrified, desperate for guidance. They need more than reassurance. They need instruction. I tap my own chest twice, then the ground. Stay low, stay still. Watch. They nod, trembling but focused. The Warden Rot charges once more. This time, I don't dodge entirely. I move in close, inside its reach, grabbing onto one of the jagged bone plates along its ribs. The texture is rough, sickening, pulsing like something halfway alive. The creature thrashes, slamming me against the wall. My spine cracks. The world flickers. But I don't let go. I drag the marking blade from my hip, not to mark it, but to signal it. The creature freezes for half a second, confused by the gesture. The hesitation is everything. I wedge the blade into the joint between 2 plates, forcing a gap wide enough to expose a strip of soft, wet rot beneath. The Warden Rot screeches, stumbling backward. It thrashes wildly, sending stone shards skipping across the floor. The newcomer crawls behind a broken pillar, doing exactly what I told them. Good, they're learning. The Warden Rot slams into the wall again, disoriented by pain it hasn't felt in years. Its breathing grows ragged. Its posture weakens. Not enough to die these things, Dante die easily, but enough to shift the terms of the test. It doesn't want to kill me anymore. It wants to judge me. Slowly, painfully, the Warden Rot lowers itself to all fours, bowing its massive head toward the ground. Acceptance, submission, The circle's debt is paid. I stare at the creature, chest rising with something like breath, something like relief. Then the newcomer touches my shoulder gently, whispering a soft groan that means only one thing. It's not over. And they're right. The Warden Rot moves its head aside, revealing a deeper tunnel behind it, one the circle did not mention. One that reeks of danger far worse than his guardian. You've reached the end of tonight's descent into the dark. Malik stood face to face with a creature born from broken rules, a Warden Rot twisted by years of survival and silence. And though he passed its test, the debt he owed the circle has opened a deeper path. One the dead were never meant to walk. The newcomer trembles at his side. The circle watches from the shadows, and beneath the guardian's bowl lies a tunnel that breathes like something alive. What waits there isn't part of any bargain. It's something older, hungrier, waiting to be found.